All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get this call started. I am super excited for what we're about to do on this call, guys. If you're excited, drop some fire emojis in the chat. Drop in the chat where you're coming from. Lots of beautiful things are about to be spoken on this call, guys. Super excited. My name is Josh Hamilton. I'm 25 years old, out here in Minnesota. And I'm wearing a short sleeve button up. It ain't that cold. Let's go. But just really grateful to be a part of this company. I've been a part of, several different companies, guys, and I'm telling you, we have the real deal here. We have the best leadership. We have the best products. We have the best comp plan. That's a huge one. And we got the best vision. Like, guys, I've never seen like corporate in a company be so locked in and focused on helping their team win. And the leadership we have here is just unbelievable. It's unmatched. And so, I'm just really excited for this special call. We got some really important people, and I've worked with a lot of people in my life, and I'm not even kidding when I say that. I've legitimately worked with thousands of people across the world. And just the reality of it is most people just aren't willing to do what it takes to get to that next level. Most people aren't willing to go above and beyond. Most people aren't willing to lock in so they can change their future. Like, I'm serious. There are people that hit me up every single day of their life that are like, I want to change my life. I want to grind. I want to hustle. And then next day they're just gone, nowhere to be heard from. And so, when people come around and they really show, their true colors and how serious they actually are, and they really make some actual impact in the business, it's an important thing to celebrate. It's an important thing to hear from those people, because they are the movers, the shakers, the producers of the world. They're people that are literally going to take our current situation and bring it to the next level as an entire company. And so I just want to let you know, like, some statistics about network marketing. Not a lot of people know this, but 90% of people who ever join a network marketing company, 90% only ever sign up 2 people over 2 years. So if you've signed up 2 people within 2 years or more than that, you're already in the top 10%. Congratulations. See, a lot of people just don't know that. And they think since they've only signed up 3 people that they're just not, have any sort of like capability of going beyond. The average network marketer makes $2,000 a year. $2,000 a year. Okay. So it's really awesome when people come in and they blow that out of the water, because it's not hard to do it. You just got to be locked in and focused, man. And so these 2 gentlemen, they're about to speak on this call, really good friends of mine. I've been working with them a lot. They're absolute studs, and they made some big noise in this industry, and it's really fun to be able to be partnered up with them, man. I've known them for a long time, and it's cool, man. These guys are either making anywhere from like $12,000 to $36,000 a year in network marketing, and that's a solid side hustle right there in 2 months of being in this company. 2 months of being in this company, guys. So I'm really excited. This is no joke. This is the real deal. If you guys are excited to hear their stories and what they're doing, drop some 7s in the chat. Drop some 7s in the chat and share your camera. I want you to share your camera. Lupita, shout out you. I just saw your face pop up. How we doing? Guys, share your camera. Get your face on here and really like lock in and hone in on what they're trying to share. That's what leaders do, guys. So the first person that I have the honor of introducing is one of my really good friends. We've been working, alongside each other for a while, and I've seen him come from literally nothing and no education, no strive in this business, to just being hungry all of a sudden and wanting to learn and wanting to grind. And I just watched this crazy evolution of this person. And it was one of the coolest things that I've ever been able to witness inside of network marketing over 4 years of my time. So with no further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the newest executive manager inside Driven Trading Academy, Jake Maldonado. What it do, son?
What's good, boy? What's good? How you doing?
Doing excellent, man. The floor is yours.
All right, cool. It's actually crazy too that Josh said, like, he was able to work with me, because when we first originally started working together, I got invited to the Zoom call. Josh was running it. I took a screenshot of his Instagram, and I didn't know how this worked. I just assumed, like, okay, this guy asks questions here, right? So I get started, and I'm calling this guy who actually got me started. I was calling like 10 times a day, wouldn't answer. And then I'd gotten like 4 people started without him. And I had trouble like understanding how to do something. So like I'm blowing up these people that are making like $100,000 a month, thinking like, oh yeah, they're gonna answer me. And then I end up calling Josh on Instagram, and this man spent like 30 minutes on the phone with me, helped me figure out how to sign this guy up, and it was just absolutely insane. Because for the next like 6 weeks, I was calling Josh every single day, asking him questions because I just assumed he was my mentor, right? And within a month, I think I had signed up like 16 people in my first month, and I'm asking him, and I'm like, dude, so when I sign up people, does that benefit you? AKA, like when these people eventually start signing people up, does that benefit me? And he was like, yes and no. So when your people sign people up, he was like, yes, you'll start to grow your rank, but that has no benefit towards me because we're not actually on the same team. And I'm like, dude, what? I'm like, wait, what do you mean, bro? Like, I call you every single day. And he was like, well, dude, you just demand mentorship from me. And I think it's awesome. You know, you just want to grow so much. So mad respect to Josh Amundsen and Jay. I mean, those guys were literally part of my first year every single day, helping me learn with leadership and helping me become a better leader. And they weren't even my leaders. That's the most insane thing about them. And that's when I implemented that within my business. Like, I didn't care if you were on my team. I didn't care if it benefited me financially. I would talk to you, you know, if you asked me questions. And it duplicated. Like Ethan and Brandon, perfect examples. They don't care who you are. They don't care if you're in their downline. They're going to help you out. And because of that, I was able to work with a ton of amazing people over this past 2 years. So appreciate you, Josh and Jay, man. You guys literally changed my life. And I guess I'll just start ripping it now. So I didn't know whether to talk about like leadership, consistency, hard times. And I just kind of came to the conclusion, like, you know, I should probably just tell my story because that's everything included, right? So my name is Jacob Maldonado. For those of you who do not know me, I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm 26 years old. And when I got involved in this industry, it was actually a year after I got sober. So quick backstory. Mom wasn't in the picture. Dad was never there. Grew up by my grandma. She's making like $12 an hour. So we are super broke. Around middle school, this is where like weird insecurities came out. But around middle school, I started getting made fun of because I literally wore the same thing every day. So in high school, I was like, dude, I can't be doing this. Like, I want to get a girlfriend. I want to have a cool life. I want to have friends. So I started selling weed. By sophomore year, I was like the flyest kid in school, feeling great, feeling lovely. I'm bubbling up. By 17, I was able to pay my grandma's rent. So like I knew what it was like to actually start touching real money, right? And at one point, and I don't care if I say this now because I'm not doing it anymore, but at one point I was making like 20, 25 grand a month from selling weed and coke, whatever, right? It all fell down really, really bad about 4 years ago because I started to do coke. Then I started to do Percocets, yeah, the streets. And then I started to do fentanyl, started overdosing. My plugs didn't want to mess with me. I lost everything. Like I literally lost the girl. She was making six figures. She was super hot. It was awesome. I lost the cars. I lost the apartments I had. Literally everything. I lost all my clothes. I sold everything. I was like a true hype. I overdosed 3 times in a month. I decided to get sober. And my mom, she had gotten out of prison. She's like, I was like, okay, cool. Nobody knows. Nobody has to see me at the hospital. I'll just leave, go back, do my thing, right? My my mom shows up and she was like, hey, if you don't go to sober living, go to treatment. She's like, I'm not going to support you. I'm not going to talk to you, right? And since I didn't really have parents, that was like a huge thing to me. So they tricked me into going to the sober living house, and I thought I was going to be able to stay there for 3 days, and ended up being 6 months, changed my entire life. I was finally like open to new ideas because I started living in a certain way, right? Started going by certain concepts in life. And this guy hits me up on Facebook. I'm always seeing this dude like going on like nice trips, like Florida, Cali, this and that, yada yada. I'm like, dude, who is this guy? He messaged me. I thought he was a bot. Ignored and brushed him off. I kept watching. I'm seeing like this guy lives in Milwaukee. He lives somewhere around here. So eventually I hit him up and I was like, dude, I've been selling Nike clothes. I've been selling Jordans, bro. Like, I'm sick of this. Like, I need to find a way how to make money online, you know? And I'm like, bro, I think you're the way how to do this. So he invites me over to this house. There's like 50 people in this apartment. It was just crazy. There's this guy that shows up, takes a trade in front of my face. It was high frequency, or binary trading. I watched this guy clear $24,000 in like 3 minutes. And like I was like, dude, what? like what? Like, this is insane. And then at that time, they were making like residual of like 25K a month. I'm like, dude, like, these guys are it's insane, like millionaires. So, who I was before, you know, a shitty person, right? Who I was when I signed up, I was a very naive, open-minded person, which was really good. It was a good naive. I just went along with everything my mentors told me, you know, aka Josh, Jay, this other guy. And within my first month, I had learned so much about my mindset in my life that I was like addicted to this. Like I was literally addicted to the hustle of this. Um, I watched myself grow. I watched myself, excel in insane ways. After my first month, I was making enough money to pay for my car payment and my car insurance, which was insane to me. And then within 2 months, I was making enough to pay for my rent, car insurance, car payment. I was like, dude, this is insane. And then eventually I got like complacent, because I like hit this wall of like $2,000, $2,500 a month, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, this is even worth it? I just kept going. I was so like, I don't know, I was so like naive and like delusional that I'm like, dude, I'm going to hit 10K a month. Super broke, super super broke. And this is where everything changed, right? So me and my baby mama, she was pregnant. We split. She took the kid, and this is during COVID, so I literally couldn't do anything really about it. Like court was super slow. I got a lawyer. I lost everything. I had to spend all my money on a lawyer. My car got repoed. So I had no car. I had no money coming in. $1,600 left to my name, and I'm like, dude, what am I gonna do? So as somebody crazy as I am, I was like, nah, I'm not okay. I'm not gonna get a job. And I call it Brandon, right? This was my top runner, and I was like, dude, I don't know what we have to do, but for the next year, however long this takes, bro, I need to hit 10K a month. Like we really need to do this. So I literally moved all my stuff into his house. I didn't stay in my apartment for like 4 months. Me and him were just grinding every single day. It was insane. Every single day we were just at it. And like it was this for me, guys. It was the thought of me not ever being able to have my son and being so scared of that I finally like really put myself in a situation of like, I need to make this work. There's literally no other option. Otherwise, I'm not going to get my kid because I won't be able to pay for court. Um, and then I ended up hitting 10K a month. I mean, it was insane. It was residual. So it was like, dude, the money was just flowing in. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling lovely. I start to become a little bit less disciplined, guys. Right. So within investing and selling and doing this and all this other stuff, I got so complacent because I was like, dude, I made it. I'm good. And God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, within one night, literally took everything away from me. I had lost $47,000 in investments. This was in March 13th. I'll remember forever. Um, and I came back home from Florida and I had like $200 left to my name. And I'm like, dude, how did I let this happen again? Like this is insane. How did I let this happen again? And this is where like consistency really, really comes into play, guys. I mean, if I would have stayed consistent, I would have stayed on top of my stuff. I would have stayed away from the bars and the clubs and doing all the stuff. I probably would have been good. But I started lacking discipline in my life because I thought that I had made it. I mean, me and Josh, like throughout this like of networking, I met people that are literally making 100,000, 200,000, 50K a month. And I'm sitting here like, oh yeah, I'm good at 10K. Like, no, no, not at all. So I had to restart my journey in March, completely over. I did it a lot quicker this time because now I know, you know what I mean? Like I literally know what to do now. And I'm back comfortable, you know what I mean? I'm back there, I'm getting to it. But guys, I would say like the biggest thing that took everything away from me was my lack of my mindset. So you gotta stay on your mindset. You gotta make sure you're having a solid mindset every single day. You wake up, be grateful for the extra $10 you're making a month, right? Stay completely disciplined within your lifestyle. And then as far as networking, guys, it's crazy because off of networking, um, last year I think I made like 128 grand, right? And off networking, residual checks, I think I made like 16,000, right? But because of the connections I made while networking, in 1 month, this one dude taught me, and he showed me some stuff, and I literally made 18K with him in 1 month. This other guy that I recruited, he hit a rank of like $1,000 a month. He put me onto some plays, and I started making like 6 grand a month off of that, right? I met Josh. He put me on some hustles. I started making residual income all these different ways, guys. So, like, dude, trading, amazing, a perfect way to make money. It's really cool. It's boring as shit. I fucking hate it, but you make money doing it. Honestly, I hate learning it, but trading is cool. But there's almost no like true purpose in it. Like what you make some money. Like who are you really helping? Who are you really helping? Like I'm sure. I'm looking at the chat right now. There might be a couple people funding 100K, 200K or something, but like I'm addicted to the charts. That's gonna be tricky. But when you start to actually make connections, you start to, get people started, everything. I got Brandon started literally at the worst moment of his life. And this dude put me onto like 2 different plays where I started making like $500 a month, I got him started. He showed me some things. So like the biggest thing for me that actually helped me make money and helped me succeed was literally networking with other people and starting to learn about other people, you know? So like, it was a big scary thing for me. I mean, the first video I posted, because I used to just post screenshots of my stories, and like one video, I was so scared, guys. And I know a lot of you are probably scared to like really show face on social media. People that have your cameras on, shout out to you, because that's a big thing right there. That takes a lot of balls. What's up? Oh, I thought you were saying okay. I thought you were going like this. Now the first video I posted, I literally took like 40 takes on Snapchat just to post the video, guys. But once I got over that fear of like being rejected or thinking that people are gonna think I'm stupid, like that's when the magic happened, you know. And it happened from hopping on these calls. It happened from staying consistent. It happened from asking my mentors a million questions every day, writing down the answers, doing a ton of personal development. So, you know, my whole point, I guess, guys, is if a junkie, somebody that was literally overdosing, snorting fentanyl, smoking meth, smoking crack, somebody like that, you know what I mean? Like if I can do this, literally anybody in here is very, very capable of doing this. You know, it just takes discipline, consistency, and you know, just giving it a full effort and like really put yourself in this mindset where I had to put myself in this mindset of I'm not going to have my son. I'm going to lose my son because I won't be able to pay for this lawyer. Whatever is important to you, right? Like type what's important to you guys. Type right now, type what's important to you. Whatever is important to you. This is what I used to do during that situation, because there was a lot of times I felt like giving up. Right, family, that's a good one. I would sit there and I would imagine myself, because it was so hard because I didn't have a job either, and I lost everything. I had to spend on a lawyer, but I would sit there sometimes and I'd be like, okay, I'm imagining me 6 years down the line, me walking up to my son, me telling him like, hey, you know, I had a chance, you know, 5 years ago to be able to, you know, get you back and grind and make sure I had everything for you, but I didn't feel like it and I wanted to give up, you know? And then like I just imagine myself walking up to my son saying that. Immediately I'd be disgusting myself. You know what I do? I put my chin up, put my shoulders back, and I'd keep walking. I'm like, Brandon, what are we doing today? What hustle we get on today? What we got going on? So I constantly have to put myself in that situation of this person could die. I could make sure this person's straight. This person will be screwed without me. Like it's bad thoughts, but I mean, I really put myself in that scenario of I'm not gonna be able to take care of my son. And if you do that every single day, it's game over. You know, you've got to truly be delusional enough to put yourself in that mindset, and that I think helped me out the most throughout all of that time and moments. But you know, now I'm actually gonna pass it over to, you know, this guy that I got started about 2 years ago, right? And I was looking through my back office and I seen that he had enrolled 3 people, but he wasn't making money from it because he didn't get the IBO, right? So I'm like, dude, who is this guy? I don't even see him in the chats. And then, you know, I get his contact info. I give him a call. I look him up on Facebook, and I was like, "What's up, dude?" He's like, "Hey, what's going on, man? Who are you?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm actually one of your mentors, bro. You know, somebody got you started, but they didn't properly get you started, right?" So I'm talking to him for a little bit, and I'm like, dude, you know, just so you know, like you're making about, you know, $200 a month right now, you know, from getting people started. He's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, dude. He was like, well, I thought it was just 2 people and you get a free account. I'm like, no, dude, like you're making like $200 a month, bro. Like, you know, let's get this going. He was like, you can get paid for this, and I was like, yeah, dude, you can get paid for this. He was like, dude, I've been turning people down because I just wanted the free account, bro. And I'm like, no, dude, let's get this going. I was like, that was the first time I've ever had somebody say like, yeah, let's go do this. You know, like they were excited about it. I'm like, what do I say to him? What do I say? So I was like, I'm like, bro, do you want to go hit 10K a month with us? All we need is like a couple hundred people, bro. We're hitting 10K a month. He was like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, dude, who is this guy? I'm like, who is this dude? And I was like, bro, okay, we're gonna meet, we're gonna hustle. And I met him in Jefferson, and I mean, it was history after that, and it was crazy because this guy, his mindset and his resilience to life is absolutely insane. I mean, you know, after a month of me working with him, I thought he had it all together. I thought his life was perfect. I found out this man was going through a divorce. He was about to lose his house. He was about to lose a bunch of money. And I'm like, this guy's life's fucked, you know? But he just stayed so positive, and he vibrated at such a high level that he literally attracted all the right things and all the right people into his life, even though he was going through that hard moment. And I mean, it's been a blessing to watch him grow through this. You know, like he's literally a business partner. I don't look at him as anything else besides a business partner. This guy's absolutely insane, and you know, I'm truly proud to be able to say I'm working with him. So, Brandon, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, what's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. All right, dude. I'm gonna step aside and let greatness speak. I guess.
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, Jake is Jake is a blessing. So everything that he said, I was going through a divorce. I had just gotten home from a deployment. I was told that I was gonna go bankrupt. I was gonna lose my house. My ex-wife racked up $25,000 in credit card debt. I was about to literally lose everything. And Jake called me and he's like, bro, you can make six figures with this. You can have financial freedom. And I was like, at first, I almost didn't believe him. I was like, there's no way. This is how my life is going. But I knew that if I put my mind to something, and I guess it's just a military trait, I don't know what it is, but I know if I put my mind to something, I am gonna do it. And that's how I look at success, and that's how Jake looks at success, and that's why we connected. And Jake is my brother. Jake helped me through the hardest time in my life, and I'll never be able to repay him, but I know that no matter what happens in life, Jake will be right there, and I'll be right there for Jake. So I appreciate you, man, 100%. But yeah, it's been success. They talk about it it goes up and down. There's levels to success. But if you have the mindset where you're never gonna quit, and that's where when I was on the phone call with my accountant and they were telling me all this, I'm listening to him and I'm like, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me because I just made the decision that I'm gonna get through this. I don't have a choice. And so every day, I wake up, I write down my goals, and I literally make success it is not. There's no choice. I have to be successful. I have to do it for my family. I have to do it because I want financial freedom. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to work a 9 to 5 anymore because that was just getting me paycheck to paycheck, is barely paying my bills. And I wanted a better life. And so I just took that mindset and I said, no matter what we have to do, we're gonna do it. And then that's when Jake moved in with me, and in 90 days we put in 200 people in our organization. And after that, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Jake lost a bunch of our money in crypto, but it's all good. We bounce back. We bounce back, but that's life. You have the ups and downs, and you just what I've learned is you don't let your highs get too high, and you don't let your lows get too low. You stay calm, you stay collective, and you can ask Jake when he first met me. I was a hothead, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it my way, blah blah blah. And Jake's like, whoa, just take a step back, man. We'll figure it out. It's all good, And once I kind of let go of all that and just kind of got into what I like to call a flow state, things started coming. And now we're 2 years in. I saved my house. I paid off my credit card debt. I did it. We're here, baby. We're here to live another day. So whatever you're going through, just know that the storm will pass. This shall pass. This too shall pass. And you just have to have the mindset. Love you, Mom. Mom's on this call. She's my biggest support. Love you, Mom. And but it's been a wild ride. And if anything I can give to you guys is don't give up. Don't ever give up. I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care if you go bankrupt. In my mind, now that I made it through, if I would have went bankrupt, I still wouldn't have given up. I'd figure it out, because you just have to push through it. And when you push, what I've noticed is when you push through obstacles, the world or the universe, God, whatever you believe in, it gives you little gifts along the way. It rewards you for not giving up. Even if if you're not going out all out 100% a day. You know, some days you wake up and you can feel it, like you're just not yourself. Things aren't working out the way you want, you know. But if you show up every day, 80% of success is just showing up every day. You just show up, no matter if you're tired, sore, you know, you want to cry, you're bleeding all over, you know, you just show up. And it's just people hit obstacles in life, and instead of being like, hey, how do I learn from this? How do I get better? You know, they're just like, well, I'm done. Like, I give up. This happened to me. My life's over. It is what it is, you know? But if you show up every day and you're like, yeah, exactly, Kobe, gym life, you know, you have those days where, like, I have the days in the gym where I'm, excuse my language, but I'm dragging ass. But guess what? I still go to the gym. I still show up. People are looking at me like, dude, what's this dude doing in the gym? Like, yeah, well, what they don't know is I worked all night and now I'm in the gym at 4 a.m. because the grind don't stop. You feel me? But you just push through it. And then every time you push through it, it gets easier. The workouts get easier. The training gets easier. The trades get easier. So I guess, I mean, and then I wanted to go over, I was listening to Bob Proctor the other day. If you haven't listened to Bob Proctor, you got to listen to Bob Proctor. He's insane, just the things he teaches, but he talks about the level of income. So there's M1. I want you guys to write this down. Take notes on this, because when I heard this, I was like, this makes total sense. I never thought of it this way. But M1, he calls it the 3 levels of money, okay? M1 is you just work a job. That's it. That's all you do for your life in M1. So your paradigm is M1. All you think about is waking up, clocking in, clocking out, going home. And you stay at that income your whole life, okay? That's M1. M2 is you go to a job, but you have other investments or other side hustles that also pay you. So you're not technically living to paycheck to paycheck. You got some spending money, you got some investment money, and you're basically, I would say, middle class, okay? M3 is what we're in. We're in M3. Yes, rest in peace to Bob. We love you, Bob. M3 is complete financial freedom. So M3 is what I like to call, or Andrew Tate calls, the matrix. It's when you break out of the matrix. So M1 and M2, you're still in the matrix. You're still living by society's rules. You know, you wake up, you go to work every day, you got a little bit of spending money. That's it. M3 is complete financial freedom. You own all your money, you own all your time, you trade money for time instead of time for money. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want. You can wake up when you want. And you can basically, you don't have any limits. That's M3. And when I heard this, I'm like, this makes total sense. And this is why people stay at M1 and M2, is because they don't develop themselves enough to break out of that paradigm, to break out of that barrier. They stay in this paradigm where they're just getting by. And that's how they live. That's how 90% of people live their entire life. And what you guys don't understand is, or you probably do understand, but with this industry, you can literally break out of the matrix and have financial freedom. Like what Jake talked about, like all the stuff he went through, and then he lost a bunch of money, and then he gained a bunch of money. Look, I talked about it today on one of my stories. I said, if you give a broke person $100,000, the first thing they're gonna do with it is spend it. That's the first thing a broke person is gonna do. So if a broke person asks you for 100 grand and you give them 100 grand, they're gonna go spend it. You give a rich person $100,000, they're gonna invest it and turn that $100,000 into 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, because it's their paradigm. So once you break out of that paradigm, you don't have limits on your life anymore. Like I study Alex Morton, and when Alex Morton was broke, somebody told him like, you only make $25,000 a year. You're not a millionaire. And he goes, yeah, I am. I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, yeah, I am. And guess what? 3 years later, he was making $2 million a month, because in his mind, he was already a millionaire. It's not about what you see around you. It's about what you have in yourself. See, they could have took my house. They could have took all the money in my bank account. I could have filed bankruptcy, but they couldn't take what's inside of me. Nobody can take what's inside of you. So that's why it's so important with trading and with business, is to develop your mind. Because if you can't control your mind, you can't control your money. And so these are the things that like I learned getting into this industry. And I knew inside that like I wanted more out of life. And I would work all day, and I would lay in bed at night and be like, this is my life. Like, this is what I have to look forward to. Like, I don't want this. If this is what I have to look forward to, I don't want it, you know? So, you know, I made the decision that this is the industry that I'm gonna put my heart and soul into, and I'm gonna go all out every day and do whatever it takes. And I guess that's pretty much, you know, everything I have for you guys. I don't have much more to say, but I'm so grateful for Jay and Josh. I watch these guys from the sidelines. I know Jake's worked with them personally longer than I have, but I have watched these guys just do just insane things in the industry. And when Jake told me like, hey, we're partnered with Jay and Josh, I was really like, no way. Like, this is a dream come true. Like, I was like, there's no way I'm partnering with Jay and Josh. Like, I literally, like, not to be weird, but like I'd stalk their Instagrams. Like, what are they doing today? You know, like, because I just love the way their energy. I just love the way they move. And then like when Josh called me, the first time Josh called me, he's like, hey man, like, I heard you're coming to Driven. Like, I can't wait to mentor you. I was like, I was so humbled and honored for them to mentor me and teach me. And like, just like literally, and in the first two months, however long we've been in Driven, they have taught me more from a business standpoint than I've learned in the past 2 years from our top mentor in our last company. Like, they take the time to, you know, answer my phone calls, answer my questions. You know, they're always there if I need them. And that's how I like to mentor. Like, if you guys have a question and you want to call me at 3 a.m, I don't care. Call me. You know, like I'm not ever gonna get to a level where it's like, no, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I'm good. I made it. No, because somebody gave me a chance, so I'm gonna give everybody a chance. Someone looked at me and was like, hey, I believe in you. Let's go make something great. And so that's why I believe in everyone so much. And I want everyone to be successful. I want everybody to win, because why not? There's anybody who says there's a shortage of wealth, they're lying, because they print more money every day. They lying to us. So I love you guys. I'm going to give it back to Josh, let him close out the call. But I'm grateful for you guys, and let's kill it.
Wow. That was unbelievable, man. Can we show some love in the chat for Brandon and Jake right now? Like, blow the chat up. Anything you want there, man. That was like a unbelievable leadership call, guys. Like, I'm so blessed, man. Like, to hear their stories and how raw and real, you know, they just were. Like, just starting with Jake, man, just like hearing who he was, you know, like just literally like doing everything wrong you could possibly do in life in the beginning, yet he was learning no matter what he was doing, and just how far off track he got to pulling himself back from hell to be able to, you know, be where he is today. It's just powerful, man. And Brandon, you just being put in that position that you were put in, like, I didn't even know all that. And I knew some of it, man, but that's hard, dude. Like, most people want to just crumble and curl up into a ball and not do anything. Like, literally, man. So I applaud you guys. And I'm super grateful to be able to hear that and, you know, be in this business with you, and obviously Jake, man, because that's a powerful story, man. And I have zero doubt in my mind that you will be on stage in front of thousands of people sharing that story. So I just wanted to say I appreciate you a ton, man. And it just shows, you know, like, no matter what situation you're in, guys, on this call, you know, because, like, you know, one day, you know, we'll hop on and we'll share, you know, mine and Jay's story too. And a lot of you will share your stories about, like, you know, really who we are. It's just about knowing where you're going. Like, if you can, like Jake did, he sat back and he's like, dude, I got to visualize where I'm going. I got to visualize what happens if I don't, you know, go where I want to go. It's a powerful thing, man. You just got to visualize where you're going. And that was just a beautiful call, man. So if you're new on this call right now, 33 people, listen, we do this every single week, Thursday at 9 p.m. Central Time. Every single week, new people come up here, new people share. You'll relate to so many people. You're not alone in this. Like, we're in this together, man. And so, who knows, maybe you'll be up here sharing your story, because I guarantee everyone on this call has a story that could change a lot of people's lives. And so, you know, just tune in on this call every single week. Put it in your calendar, just Thursday, 9 p.m. Central Time. The company does have a call, obviously Monday and Wednesday as well, a leadership call, but these are going to get really, really big. So just before we hop off, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder. I'm just going to share my screen real quick. If you think this call changed your life, I promise you that this event will 10x your life. It'll literally 10x your life. Those two guys speaking, 1,000% will be there. 1,000%. Tons of people on this call are going to be there. This event is literally going to change your life, guys. We're all going to Orlando, Florida on February 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I'm going from the 2nd to the 6th. They have a hotel attached to it. Listen, right now in December, if you go to the tickets, guys, if you actually go to the tickets, if you want a VIP ticket, they're $250 or $256. Everything's 25% off right now. You just got to enter DEC 25, capital DEC 25. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat. And I promise you, this event will literally shake you to your core. It'll break your paradigm. You'll see what this really is. You'll understand what we're really doing. You'll be able to meet people in person. And I know the VIP experience is going to be insane, but whatever you got to do, man, the discount code is DEC 25. And also, guys, we have a hotel block. We literally rented out a whole floor of a hotel for us to be able to get an amazing room, 2 queens. You know, you can room with people whatever you want for super, super cheap, guys. The total I think is like $400-ish. And so it's a very, you know, achievable event to come to. I promise you it'll change your entire life. And I really hope that you make the decision to change your life, because I truly believe you deserve it. So I hope everyone has an amazing night. Thank you for our guest speakers. Let's go get it. Peace.